A St. Charles Parish mother is turning her family tragedy into a personal mission. She's making sure others have the same foresight and courage her teenager did to give the ultimate life-saving gift to several others. Meg Ferris brings us this emotional story in tonight's Spotlight.
This is 4 hours before.
Something told Missy DeRapo to take a family picture last year on Easter. Shortly after that, her youngest, Mason Kiley, was riding around the neighborhood with friends in a golf cart. He fell out and hit his head on the concrete, but seemed fine.
So I gave him some ibuprofen and an ice pack, and he said, "Can y'all please pray over me?" And we were standing right there in the kitchen, and I'm so glad we did.
Hours later, he had to be air-vac'd to Manning Family Children's from his home in St. Charles Parish.
His eyes were rolled back, so, I checked for a pulse and breathing, and I was just screaming and collapsed. And I opened his eyes and checked his pupils, and they were big, and so I knew what that meant.
Missy is a registered nurse. She's taken care of very sick children at the same hospital. And in their deepest time of sorrow, she's helped grieving families with the decision to donate their children's organs. Now, just a week later, she had to do it for her own. Mason never woke up from the brain bleed, but she knew exactly what he wanted because just 6 months earlier, he said, "Mom, why is there a heart on your driver's license?"
And I told him I was registered to be an organ donor and what that entailed. And he said, "Oh, Mom, when I die, I definitely want to donate my organs."
So at only 14, the 8th grader who wanted to be an NFL player and a preacher signed a donor card when getting his hunting license. The Louisiana Organ Procurement Agency, LOPA, says part of their mission is educating young people just like Mason.
These kids are aware. They know somebody within their community that's needed a transplant, that's received a transplant, or who has been able to give the gift of life. And they like the idea of being able to share that gift with others.
He's my little hero.
Mason saved 5 lives. He gave the gift of sight to 2 more. And just his tragic story on Facebook saved a teen who hit his head playing baseball.
And she insisted that he go to the emergency room. He was acting completely appropriate and fine. And in the CT scanner, he began having a seizure. They flew him to Children's Hospital. Same ICU, same doctor. Did surgery on him, and he's doing fine. He survived.
Mason now lives in the lives he's saved. Missy has contacted the organ recipients and considers them family.
And I pray specifically that they have no rejection and that they feel good and they have no survivor's guilt.
Now the boy with the big heart, who often shared his love and comfort to classmates who were bullied, gave his heart, literally, so another could live. Missy says her son was called to make a difference.
When he was little, he's like, "Oh, Mom, you think when I get to heaven, I get to hug God?"
And she plans to continue being his voice so together they can make a difference for those waiting for the gift of life.
My mission is just to stay faithful and let Mason's legacy live on until I can get to heaven and be with him.
From Bayou Gauche, Meg Ferris, WWL, Louisiana.
It's so special. One person could donate organs to 8 people. An additional 75 people can benefit from other tissues. 2,000 people in the state are waiting for a kidney. We have a link to sign up to be a donor with this story on WWLTV.com.